track, and a very interesting grid, this one.
Yeah, front row of the grid, Michael O'Connor, the new signer for Kawasaki. Troy Corser over to Honda. Roy Leslie still with Ducati. Robbie Phillis back in Australia on the Kawasaki, and Scotty Doohan. You know, the great thing about this class is the fact that virtually all the top guys have changed around teams this year. And not a lot of the guys have had a lot of practice. You see there, Michael Dowson back in the series again. So, you know, most of the blokes will just be getting used to their bikes today and really settling down. So at the end of the day, we should have a rough idea who's going to be the hot shot for the championship.
Conditions here couldn't be better. Slight cloud cover, very warm, big crowd in attendance, and they really like to see the big bikes in action here at Eastern Creek. Revs building up now for a start. Green light, everybody gets away very well. Down the centre, a big start. I'll pick that up for you in a moment.
Yeah, that's Kirk McCarthy on a Suzuki. What a shot from him. Wow, that was incredible. Came forward to 2 rows and brilliant start.
Well, that was a big move, wasn't it? He came straight down the centre of the pack.
He didn't jump the start or anything. That is quite impressive. That's Robbie Phillis in the front there.
Robbie Phillis, the Victorian, probably the most experienced rider.
Oh, yeah, on board from Anthony Gobert's Honda, that is. Gobert, the young ex-dirt tracker, as just about everybody is at these days, it seems.
I called this kid over in Christchurch in New Zealand when during the Supercross series over there. He electrified the New Zealand crowds then, and he had star written all over him, Baz.
Yeah, and that's O'Connor there, number 8, just coming up and giving Robbie Phillis a bit of a hurry up there. Who we got behind there? It looks like 3, Scott Doohan. Roy Leslie on the other Ducati made a terrible start, so hopefully he would have pulled up a little bit. Scotty Doohan, number 3, and it looks like, yes, Troy Corser, number 4 behind.
Now, bike number 8, that's Matt Mladen's bike that he rode so successfully here this time last year.
Yeah, that's it. That's, as far as I know, it's Matt's old bike. And 32 is Robbie's own bike that he raced last year. It's interesting. It'll be really interesting when they come down the main straight to see how quick the Ducati is, because I know the guys Fraser Motorcycles have been working their backside off to try and get some more speed out of it. Well, yes, back end going, get some more speed out of it, because they get little or no help from the factory, sadly.
And yet Ducati is so quick overseas.
Yeah, they are, but it doesn't see, yeah, the Kawasaki is, you see how much they pulled out on Scott going down the straight there. It's a shame that Ducatis just don't seem to be interested in anything but their own sort of 4 guys. Whoa, O'Connor, yes, good move up the inside there.
Great move from O'Connor. Bike number 8 just slipped up inside Robbie Phillis, the Victorian.
Yeah, you may be interested to see if the oops, a little bit of a slippy slide there. See, O'Connor's just getting used to the bike. He's hasn't ridden it before, and Robbie, he was saying that Robbie's settings are really different from his, so it's a learning curve for them. And you know, Robbie obviously he knows the Kawasaki as well as anybody does.
The Superbikes here at Eastern Creek, a handful?
Yeah, no more so than a 500. You know, any bike really, Darryl, is a handful at any racetrack. If it gets out of shape, it's all pretty relative. There's Michael Dowson there, number 20, making up some ground. You know, must have got a bad start, didn't see him off the line. Good
to see Michael Dowson back in Australia.
Yeah, it is. You know, he had a bit of an unsuccessful, unhappy time with Kawasaki, and he's back on his old Yamaha team again now. And I tell you, the biggest smile I've seen for a long time was Troy Corser's smile this morning after the warm-up. He was fastest in the warm-up, and he really is, oh dear me, that's just getting on the power a bit hard there by Michael O'Connor, and it's just the learning game, really. You know, the power characteristics of this bike is different to the Honda. But Troy Corser is really looking forward to a decent season, because he had a terrible season last year with the Yamaha that broke down so many times. I fell to pieces. It was really a shame for him.
Gee, O'Connor made up that difference, didn't he?
Yeah,
look at this, under brakes again, O'Connor. Now, he had that big slide at the top of the straight, came back and fought all the way down the chute, through that corner, and takes the lead again. That's a big ride.
Well, yeah, he was really the unsung hero on the RC30 Honda down at the World Superbike thing at Phillip Island. We didn't, unfortunately, get to see much of him in the race, but he was going very, very quickly on it, and you know, had the bike had the speed of the rest of the bikes, I'm sure he would have been right up there, and it's good to see him get a good ride. You know, well deserved.
Well, you don't take on Robbie Phillis that easily. I mean, Robbie Phillis doesn't give up a place, and unless you fight hard for it, O'Connor then with a brilliant fight back after that big half lose at the top of the straight and regains the lead over Phillis. They've got a bit of a buffer now, these two.
Yeah, they have. You know, it's, by the way, Michael O'Connor's 30 years old, and, you know, some people say, oh, he's too old or whatever it is. But 30, you know, you can just be coming into your prime, you know, the same way as somebody 20, 18, or whatever it is comes on quick. But at 30 years old, you've got some experience behind you, and it's nice for somebody to get, you know, get a decent ride like that.
So Phillis now puts the pressure back on. Lots and lots of experience, international experience. He's raced with the best in the world, Robbie Phillis. Been around for a long, long time. Watch him now as he tucks in.
Yes.
In behind. He'll get him at the end of the straight. Now, can O'Connor come back again? O'Connor takes that inside lean.
Yeah, Michael O'Connor's pretty good on the old anchors up here. Let's see if he gets Robbie this time. He's had him twice. Robbie knows that he's had him before and he's not leaving it open, but he's pretty good on the brakes there, O'Connor.
No doubt about that. Makes up a lot of ground.
It looks as if, I think I caught a glimpse of a blue bike. If so, that looks like, see if you see number 20. I can't quite see it, but it looks like Dowson's up into third place. You see there was just a blue bike on the crest of the hill there.
Dowson on bike number 20. We'll try and pick that up for you.
Yes, that's Dowson. That's
you're right.
Good ride from Dowson. And as far as I can see behind him is Troy Corser. So it's number 4. Yes, Troy Corser, number 4.
So Dowson taking advantage of the dice going up in front, and he's closing the gap too on the blue bike here. Dowson, of course, a long-time campaigner for Yamaha for many years, switched over brands and back on a Yamaha again.
Yeah, he really, that's Roy Leslie just behind Troy Corser. He really didn't have a good time with Kawasaki. He didn't hit it off with a bike or whatever, who knows, you know, but he's obviously a lot happier back with Yamaha.
Troy Corser trying to stay in touch with Dowson, but these two at the moment definitely got the legs on the field. There's no doubt about that, and what a battle they're having. Robbie Phillis, Michael O'Connor.
Now you see, if it's a last lap battle to the line, Michael O'Connor might have a little psychological defect after having a bit of a sideways up there coming onto the straight, but given some few more laps, he'll get his confidence back. So if it's a dash to the line out of that last corner, then it shouldn't affect him too much.
So he really muscles the bike at the end of that straight, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he does. Now watch. See if he gets Robbie on the brakes. He's blooming good on the brakes. Look at that.
And again.
I mean, Robbie Phillis is no slouch by any stretch of the imagination.
So O'Connor really showing some really big action here. Alan Jones over in the pits. Some news?
Yes, Daryl, I've just been speaking to Scotty Doohan, and apparently he just said it went onto one cylinder, which is rather unfortunate because it's only got 2. And he doesn't know what's wrong with it, so he pulled it off on the side of the track and they're now concentrating on getting the spare bike ready.
Good work, AJ. Good battle up in front now. Look at Dowson. I don't know if he's going to have enough laps, but he's certainly putting in a big effort to stay in touch with the flying 2 out in front.
He is. He makes up some ground through that series of bends there, but now you watch at the end of the straight, you'll see down the straight that as last year, the Kawasaki's definitely got the legs on the Yamaha. Now watch, you see Dowson, see that some great gain an arm and a leg on Dowson down the straight. Look at the distance.
Look at Phillis again. Now, will we see a repeat? Phillis has taken the lead again at the end of the straight. Here comes O'Connor. Phillis will know what he's going to do because he's done it every time, and he's going to do it again. O'Connor does it again.
But you see, very smooth on the brakes. Very, very good.
Oh, sensational stuff from Michael O'Connor. Robbie Phillis says, what do I do?
Whoa, back end, you see the old tyres getting a little bit on the hot side, and see the back end of Michael O'Connor's bike then, as he was getting on the power, just a little bit of a drift, a little bit of a slide. They're on Michelin's, the Kawasaki, and they don't tend to slide around as much as the Dunlop. But when it does let go, it lets go with a bang.
Well, you can see it sliding and bumping and jumping there, and O'Connor muscling his way through this series of bends, and he knows that Robbie Phillis is going to tuck in. I think Phillis's bike just that shade quicker down the straight. And look at Phillis, he's closed right up again. So will we see a repeat again on the straight where Phillis will take him, and will O'Connor fight back again?
Yeah, I don't think Robbie's bike's any quicker, you know. I think it's just a case of getting the slipstream. I think you'll find they're pretty much identical. he's still there.
Looks, he says he's still there. Right on the exhaust pipe. How many laps do we have remaining? We're on lap 9 out of 12.
Now, this is the important part. The last 3 left-handers, or all-in-one left-hander, if you like. That is the very important part. Now, watch the slipstream. See, Robbie gets out there, gets a slipstream.
Robbie Phillis has done exactly what he's done, lap after lap. Now, watch O'Connor. He'll throw it through the corner here, through the sweeper, and try and dive up under brakes again. Now, Phillis will know where he's going to be. And here he comes again. Oh, no!
Look at that.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant there, O'Connor.
But you see, the incredible thing about it is he gets up the inside, but he doesn't run straight on and run really wide, because, look, he's lost nothing that he's gained on the braking. You know, he's blooming good there, really good.
Well, great stuff here at Eastern Creek. Robbie Phillis, Michael O'Connor turning it on for the big crowd here in perfect conditions. And poor old Michael Dowson, he's ridden his levers off to stay in 3rd place after a crook start from a bad position on the grid, and he's done everything he can to stay in touch, and a great job too. But look at these two. Dear me, what a battle, what a dogfight.
I can't see Michael Dowson beating these two unless they make a bit of a major faux pas between the two of them, you know, sort of a bit sort of up the inside, push one another wide or whatever. I think if you look, it's pretty much staying station now. You see coming out of this lot, Dowson will be, you know, 30 yards behind, something like 30 feet or whatever you like to call it. You can see the distance. But when you get to the end of the straight, you see the distance is pretty big. I don't think that back marker is going to ruin anybody's run onto the straight, because I think they'll just about be almost upright by the time they get in. So, yeah, it's not a problem there.
So Phillis again. Now Phillis comes out beside him. We've seen this lap after lap for the last 5 or 6. Phillis again gets the run down the straight. Watch O'Connor. O'Connor now gets that fast run through the big left-hand sweeper.
But you see, when you think about it, yeah, he's just going to do it again.
He's going to do it again.
Yeah.
Here he goes. And Phillis says, no, no, no.
Good racing. Good racing.
Dear me.
You see, but oh, now this guy could make a big Greg Collett. Oh, is he going to... He's not going to be top of Phillis's Christmas card list. No, he got past. The important thing to notice, Dad, is the fact that Robbie Phillis is quickest in the most important part. That's the last left-handers and the run down to the line. He gets out there good, gets it up straight, gets the power on, gets the slipstream, and just about does him before the line, you see. And if it's a last lap dash, well, we'll know in 2 laps' time, won't we? But it's going to be close. It's not going to be a home run.
It's going to be very close, because for lap after lap, as Barry has said, Robbie Phillis has got
Dowson.
the run off the top of the start. Look at Dowson. Dowson's now closed up.
So Dowson's done a good job, you know, because that thing doesn't have the horsepower of the Kawasaki, no doubt whatsoever.
He's done a fabulous job to think where he started from, too. I mean, he had to really muscle his way through the field. He's done that, and he's just ridden so consistently fast to stay where he is, and he's taken advantage of this wonderful battle up in front and closed right up. So this is not over by anyone's language yet.
Now watch the difference down the straight. See how much they can... You see Robbie just about he gets him before the line, and that's the only important part. Dowson qualified 12th, so he didn't do himself any favours in practice, you know, as far as getting a decent position on the grid to get off.
Well, here we go again. Now, will Robbie Phillis try and close the gate? No, sir. He does so, but O'Connor again slips through there. He's absolutely marvellous through that corner.
Yeah, he's marvellous at bread. The thing that really impresses me is, well, he's good on the brakes, but he keeps it in, and he's not out of shape or anything. But it's going to really start getting ratty now, because as soon as they see Dowson up here, Robbie, as soon as he hears Dowson there, Robbie's going to go all out, and back markers can come really play a big, that's Rob New beginning on the Suzuki there.
Well, Dowson balked that time.
Yeah, didn't do anybody too many.
Maybe only lost a bike length or 2, but now he's still there. But remember what Barry has said as they come onto the main straight. Watch for Robbie Phillis, because he has taken Michael O'Connor lap after lap right there and got past him before the line. O'Connor's done his work at the bottom of the straight, but Robbie Phillis has done his at the top, and oh, look at Dowson.
It's good now this is going to tell a story, because they're coming up against a whole gaggle of back markers now. A whole gaggle being 2, but they can really do some unfavours. No, it looks like they're in about the right place, because they should get them by the end of the straight.
Well, this will be interesting now, because as they come onto the straight, Watch for Robbie Phillis. He puts the power right down. The crowd standing up. I think he's going to get him, Phillis. He's done it. He's done it where it mattered. Right over the line. And O'Connor, all that great work at the end of the straight meant nothing in the end because the old wily fox just got him on the line.
This is it. You see, experience counts, and Robbie was fastest in the right place.
Recapping the results of the Superbikes, what a ripper race. Robbie Phillis on the knocker, got it on the Kawasaki from teammate Michael O'Connor. Michael Dowson, great third place. Roy Leslie, Troy Corser, they're the top 5 for you. Barry Sheen down pit side at the moment with a couple of good old boys, and of course a new one.
Great race, Robbie. Bit on the close side, though. Hey, mate, the old blokes are back, eh? All of us. We're all over 30. I don't know what's happening. No, it was a really good race. I reckon it was tricked. It's good to see Michael Dowson, there's Michael O'Connor, of course. Michael Dowson's back in the saddle after about 12-month layoff, and he's up there going for it. Just told me he had a slip and clutch, so we better look out in the second race, eh? And it was a good race for Michael O'Connor for his first race for Kawasaki too. He nearly had it, except he got sideways out of there on the last turn, and that was it. If he lost a couple of kilos, I probably wouldn't pass him down the straight either.
Yeah, great race, Michael. Good on the brakes at the hairpin there.
Yeah, well, it's about the only place where I was quicker than Robbie, and I had to have a go somewhere. I was really happy with my corner speed, and that's why I preferred to pass Robbie going into turn 2, because I've seen Michael catching us, and I felt that I was probably a tad faster than Robbie through the back. So I didn't want a Yamaha. I didn't mind a Kawasaki beat me, but I didn't want a Yamaha beat me.
Really good ride. Michael, good comeback.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Thank God this is the last race for the old girl, the old man's axe. So we're looking forward to basketball with the new bike, so it's going to look good.